I find it extremely interesting the older I get how people just have the audacity to comment on people's marriage. We're not talking about people's relationships. We're not talking about people dating, which is audacious enough. But we're talking about the fact of people that really have the audacity and the gall to comment on something as sacred as two people that are happily married. Okay? Maybe their relationship might not be perfect. Maybe their relationship might not be what you want it to be, but I just find it interesting because at the end of the day, if they're happy, who is anybody else to really say anything about it, right? Just my thoughts. Let's go ahead and take a look at this clip.
I remember our beautiful sister Tiffany Haddish did an interview with GQ magazine, and this, in my humble opinion, is where we keep throwing each other under the bus. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person. And the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers.
Ooh.
But she don't.
Ooh, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. Now, I remember, like I said, I was younger at the time, and there was times where I thought that her husband was doing a lot just doing too much. But as I've gotten older and understand not only what I want out of a potential marriage or relationship, but just what that actually entails and what actually goes along with what you want. So I just think it's interesting how perspectives change and how some people, not just how my perspective has changed, but how people can actually have the perspective that we had, that a lot of people still have, which is that he's weak for just being there and supporting her when she's a star. I mean, we don't know how submissive she is or how, obviously every time we've seen them out in public, she's hella submissive. So let's just be real. So come on. Come on. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest.
Know your husband.
And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs.
Ooh.
If you had a husband like...
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband...
Oh, that was messy. But you know, two things that liquor make you tell the truth. Number one. Number two, she did speak on him. So if you speak on me, you can't be mad at what I say back to you, right? Just saying. As you know, like, I'm a straight shooter. When I disagree with what Monique's saying, I'm gonna disagree. And when I agree, I'm gonna agree. When you right, you right. If you go speak on me, there's something about that seat. I'm telling you. That Shannon seat, man.
like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, you may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right.
Or it's a hard way to go. So once again...
Well, she doesn't even have a husband, let alone like yours.
Well, damn it now. You said it.
And that's what I like about Shannon. That's what I like about Shannon. Okay, I know every video I'm going to give this man his flowers because that's what we don't do enough of that. I'm going to give this man his flowers. This is why he's a dope interviewer, because it doesn't matter who he's talking to. If he has a question, he's going to ask that, and he's going to ask it in a way to where it's like, You know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing against Tiffany Haddish, but that's real though. That's real. She don't even got a husband. She don't even got a husband yet. She talking about how she couldn't handle one that's like him. Ooh.
Immerse yourself in academic excellence at a value rivaled by few. Southern Illinois.
I sipped on that, Shannon. That was a sip. That required a sip. I love us. I love us. Like, when I say I love my people, Shannon. I love us. I love everybody.
Right.
But my people, I love us. So when I
just want to be real though. I definitely feel that from her though. I definitely feel that. I feel like she one of those people, you know, just gotta uplift, gotta be strong, gotta be great. I think it's a futile effort, but I understand it and I do respect it. Regardless of how hard I come down on people that think like that, I do respect it.
speak on things, it's not to drop shade, mess, or tea. I'm too damn grown for that. I'm 56 and a grandmother. Who got time for that? But I say it because will it make us better?
Right.
Will it make us come to the table and say, you know what do we really leave for the babies that's coming behind us? That means something to.
And that's the part where I usually do end up agreeing, and because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's what this channel is about. It's about legacy. It's about improving. It's about improving the situation for the people that got to come after us. Not just trying to make it better and trying to whisper sweet nothings and give commentary that you want to hear. No, this is about the future. That's what this is about. And that's where I agree with her on. Legacy is important. Legacy is important. We all live here for a limited amount of time. And in that limited amount of time, we should be striving to leave the world better than it was when we left it. That is what I consider righteous. Maybe you disagree. Maybe just you surviving is enough for you. I'm not going to hate on you for that. What I don't like is the people that don't value life enough to allow people to just live and let alone. And that's why I'm so hard on a lot of these, like a lot of this black culture, because at the end of the day, we can say what we want. You can say what you want, and you can say that it's not the whole culture. And I'm not stupid. I know that it's not the whole culture. That's why I always use the cake analogy, because I always talk about how great the cake is. It's just on a cake. It's just on a plate full of crap. That's what the analogy is for. I just think it's real interesting how people can just sit up and just talk about, oh, I wouldn't want a husband like that. Like this woman, like, look at her. I'm just saying, look at her. Look at her. She look loved. Just being real. There's a lot of things that I think Monique is, but not loved is not one of them.
Me. When I talked about them damn bonnets, let me tell you something.
Yeah, you said, hey, come on, can we, like, when we come out the house, can we not have the bonnets on? Can we not have the pajamas on? Can we not have the house shoes going in the
whole damn Halloween?
She said that damn Halloween
costume.
Halloween costume. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally not a fan of the bonnets, but I mean, you know, whatever. I'm personally, you know, but hey, people gonna do whatever they gotta do, you know. I respect her for speaking up about it though. It sounds different when it comes from a woman. You still gonna get labeled as a pick-me.
That's a Halloween costume that you wear on Halloween. And I am passionate about that, because what is the representation that we're giving to the little girls that's walking behind you? What is the representation?
Facts. Facts. I always say this. Image is important. I always say this. Image is important. What the representation, how you look, how you carry yourself. That's why we're treated and judged the way we are. If you're black and you ever hear me say black culture is trash, it's because of the image that you put out. Guess what? That is one of the key factors. That's one of the key factors. No, we can't just sit there and just do everything like everybody else. No, we were better off in the 30s, in the 20s, and in the 40s and the 50s. Like I always say, something about them 60s. Ugh. But even all the way down to the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Something happened in the 2010s where everything just kind of just specifically I hate to say it, but the image, the black image has just been going downhill from like that, yeah, it's just been going downhill since the 60s. Doesn't mean that there wasn't the same dirt going on, but it's about the image, the optics. The optics matter.
That we're giving to our black men that's walking beside us. What is the reputation that we're given? And when they would say to me, oh, Monique, you don't know what they going through. We always been going through something.
Yes.
We was going through something when we got off the damn boat.
That's facts. That's facts. Somebody told me that recently. Everybody going through something. Everybody going through something. But you should still care about how you present yourself when you leave out the house. Just saying. I'm not saying you got to put on a suit every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm not saying you got to just put on your most elegant nightgown or your most elegant party dress every time you're going out just to go shopping. No, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. The bonnets are a little much. You don't think?
We've been going through something.
True.
But once you lose the pride and the dignity of what you feel like you look like, then we've lost. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't backing down on that. It's like, no, y'all, we owe ourselves that. We owe ourselves that.
How hard is it for you to love some in the community when you know they don't love you back?
That's a good one, Shannon. Okay. That's a good one, because sometimes I'll be in the bathroom having conversations with the ones that don't love me back, but I still love them because I just know they're misinformed. We've been conditioned in such a way in our community to eat each other up and spit each other out. Mm-hmm. We've been conditioned. Well, I don't like her, and I love my people.
But why?
Why do I love my people?
No, I'm saying a lot of times, for me, Mo, is that I don't take someone's word because you can only judge a person through personal experience.
Yes.
You don't know our audio guy. But to say, oh, Mo, I don't like him. And then for you to say, well, I don't like him either because Shannon didn't like him. You have no personal experience with him. So why would you dislike him? People want us to dislike somebody because they've had a negative experience with that said person.
And we buy into it.
Facts. I think that's absolutely facts. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that Shannon is good at having conversation, because like I said, he don't have a dog in none of these fights. Maybe that's what it is. He really don't have a dog in none of these fights. So he's just asking questions. He's like, okay, so you saying this, so you saying this, you saying this. And what they're talking about here is a good point, because people do always try to pit people against each other, and people are hateful. See, there are people that think just because you criticize something, that just because you say something, that automatically just means that, you know, you hate them. And that's not the case. And I'm gonna be honest, this video is going on so long, I might just go live later and just do the whole video, because it's a doozy. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack there. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, and yeah, let's just focus on the fact that I think people need to learn how to stay out of people's marriages and stay out of people's relationships too, but specifically stay out of people's marriages, because if they happy, why would you sit up and just say, "Oh, I couldn't deal with a husband like that"? You asking for it. Sometimes it's okay just to, shut the French toast up. You know what I mean? And just keep your negative comments to yourself. But I think that Shannon and Monique, what they were touching on, I think that gives a great insight into mentality, because so many people are just so hateful. They hate people. They genuinely hate people. And I genuinely don't understand it. People are just hateful. People are just hateful. And like, I don't get it. See, me, I critique people. And I just leave it at that. I don't have any personal hatred towards people. And that's what people got to understand. It's like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Why do you hate this woman? Doesn't mean you can't critique her behavior, though. Just saying.